Welcome back to HM and Big E Review Things. Today we have another entry in our Convince Me segment. Convince Me series. Except it's a little different because we couldn't really find someone on the other side of the argument. And so this is Unconvinced, Jurassic World, Dominion. We really tried to find someone that was very pro this series who we could argue with and have them try to convince us. But before you is three people who are very unconvinced that this will be a great movie, definitely. Maybe not even a good movie. Returning back to our channel is our good friend Rob. Gentlemen, why are we unconvinced about Jurassic World Dominion? What are some major reasons? We all loved Jurassic Park, the original. Came out in 1993. Blew us all away when we saw it in theaters. It really changed the cultural landscape. Dinosaur toys became just a must-have thing, and it exploded. And it was a big cultural moment. Then Tooth came out, and 3 came out, and there was a big break. Jurassic World came back out with big fanfare, made
$1 billion.
$1 billion. And then the sequel eventually came, and now this one, we're bringing back the old characters. This is the end of the Jurassic World trilogy and story. Mm-hmm. And yet we're not excited. Why aren't we excited, gentlemen?
I just think that I look at the trailer, and we've all seen the trailer, and it doesn't bring any kind of excitement to me because I think they've taken something that was quite simple and turned it so convoluted and contrived that it sort of lost the point of it all. Like, I guess the question I keep on raising in my head is, does this story need to be told?
Right.
What is so special about this new franchise that it has to span 3 movies and upping the ante every time? I mean, there's a lot of issues I have with this series. The first movie is a simple movie with a very well-crafted, tight script.
Yeah.
And it really brought that sense of awe and wonder.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a product of its time because no one saw dinosaurs moving except for these really cheesy stop motion, right?
Yeah, it was a huge groundbreaking, breakthrough in visual technology.
Right, but at its core, I felt like Jurassic Park is a simple story with a simple premise. Should you make dinosaurs?
Yeah.
And the premise is no, it's a bad idea. And there's that line in that first movie where they're all sitting around this table having this salad or lunch, and John Hammond's talking to all these characters, and I think Ian Malcolm's character, Jeff Goldblum, says, "Hey, we didn't bother asking should we. We just said could we." And I think that's it. And then it goes into, it's like a horror story.
I believe the line is, "You were so occupied with whether you could, you didn't stop to think about whether you should."
Should, right?
Yeah, it's a good simple story about a man who has a dream and the money to make the dream happen, right? But not stopping to ask the ethical questions.
And they set it up where John Hammond is not necessarily...
He's not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. He's not has evil. Some good points. He's a grandfather. He cares about people.
Yeah.
But
he just wants to bring joy to these people through these incredibly dangerous creatures.
Right. So somehow it turned from that to what we see before us.
Yes.
And we lost some of that magic and wonder. Rob?
Yeah. And for me, the issue is the magic, right? Like, what made the first one iconic was the dinosaurs, the mystery of what they look like. Because remember, in Jurassic Park, you don't see them right away, right? You catch like glimpses and stuff. And once you see the dinosaurs, you're like, wow. Now it's kind of like at the point where,
Jurassic Park, of course, started with the raptor in the cage, right?
The shaking.
The shaking, and you don't even just see it at all. You just kind of see...
Or, of course, the iconic water scene.
Anyway, lots of iconic scenes. Anyway, sorry, Rob, continue.
So then now it's just like, now we just have dinosaurs. And what was the line you said? People want it bigger and was it bigger and scarier?
Yeah, something like that. In Jurassic World, Claire says when they made the dinosaurs, people get bored with dinosaurs, they have to make them bigger.
Which is sort of a commentary on the series.
Yes, I think that was thrown in a bit meta, to talk about. But
so for me, the magic is gone, and right now they're probably treading Moonfall territory.
Okay, so they're adding. The first one was pretty special, and in subsequent movies they've tried different things, but it's just it hasn't been able to kind of capture that same magic, that same wonder. What else is wrong with this series? Why aren't we excited about it?
I think the problem is the questions they're asking aren't very smart anymore. They don't really. They're just throwing these lines in to make you think of Jurassic Park. Like they talk about consumerism, they talk about cloning, just so you're reminded of it. But they don't really discuss it. It's just an action schlock kind of movie,
Right.
Where they have nothing to like. At its core, Jurassic Park is a bunch of dinosaurs chasing after people, right? But now it's like we can befriend certain dinosaurs that are good dinosaurs, and we got to run from the bad dinosaurs, right? And the bad dinosaurs are really bad, and the good dinosaur is now is a T-Rex, right? The T-Rex is the good dinosaur.
He was bad.
He was bad, like Terminator.
Yeah.
But he's the T2.
Yes.
Where he's a good
Comes
guy.
to save the day.
Right, he's to save the day. And if you watch Jurassic World, it literally is a battle between good and evil.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so stuff like that is cool and it's good for marketing.
Right.
But it doesn't make sense. And it shouldn't be told that way.
Right.
But
the first Jurassic Park talked about, like, the themes were talking about, like, kind of nature and can you control nature.
That's right.
It wasn't good dinosaur, team good dinosaur versus team bad dinosaur.
Right. So they keep on adding stuff to this story that
Sure.
doesn't need to make sense. Like the last movie, Fallen Kingdom, they start talking about cloning humans and, John Hammond having a secret partner and there's another secret island. I mean, how many secret islands are there? So
I think they go back to the island from the park, from World.
I don't know. I know
It's pretty
Lost
forgettable.
World,
It's
they
pretty
go to
forgettable.
another island.
They
where
do, yeah. There's a backup island.
There's a backup island, right?
There are multiple islands.
Right. So, I mean, that's one thing I would definitely say. It's the story.
Yeah.
The scripting is not. I mean, I guess they have some cute, clever lines. Rob, what do you think?
Yeah, well, and I think the plot is actually really simple, right? What they want to do, and we.
You mean in the original or just overall?
For the Jurassic World franchise.
Okay, yeah.
Like Colin Trevorrow, his vision was very clear. You have dinosaurs in a park, something goes wrong. They bring the dinosaurs back to the United States, and something goes wrong.
Right.
And then the third one, Dominion, now they're rampaging around
Right.
the world.
It's a disaster.
Right? It is now a disaster movie. You no longer really. It's honestly a popcorn.
But has that vision kind of carried through? Like you executed that? Yeah, the first one, Jurassic World, was the finished and open park, and then something went wrong, and then all the dinosaurs and they have to escape and whatever. And then the second one,
it's now about
something happens. Then
the volcano was gonna explode, and the question is whether should
we save the dinosaurs or should we let them go extinct again?
Yeah.
And they save some of them and they bring them to America. There's
only
an
to
auction.
be exploited.
Yeah, exploited and sold. My memory of that auction scene was how cheap the dinosaurs were. It wasn't even that many years ago, but I think the dinosaurs were selling for like $1 or $2 million.
That's right.
And Canadian real estate prices, like our houses,
we could afford dinosaurs.
We could open our own Jurassic Park, guys.
Some racing horses sell more than these dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs. It's true. And so then they're exploited and they're sold, and then at the end of they get free. And so that's kind of what you're talking about. His vision in this third one, and we've seen the trailers. They're running around Europe. They're in the waters, and people are surfing. And I guess it's a disaster movie.
It's a disaster movie.
People
Now,
are trying to
I
survive.
guess the big question is, all these legacy characters are bringing back. How is this series going to end? I mean, do you have any predictions, guys?
How is it going to end? How can it end well?
It's either going to two ways. One way is the dinosaurs take over the planet, right? Literally, because that's what's going to happen. Or they find a virus that wipes out all the dinosaurs and release them to the
No, it's not going to be all of them. They can't kill all the dinosaurs.
Okay, so the few...
Because I don't...
all the good dinosaurs live.
But
good dinosaurs.
Can they co-create?
Yeah, I think so. I think they can now.
I mean, the original movie, they couldn't.
Yeah.
No, but then they could.
Okay.
Because
There was that
right?
one frog DNA that could change genders, and so they were able to
Okay, so they can
reproduce.
procreate.
I don't think they're going to kill off all the dinosaurs because I think this is not the end of the franchise. This franchise has made so much money. I think, Jurassic World is one of the few non-Marvel movies in the top 10 box office of all time.
Yeah, over $1 billion.
Right? Easily over $1 billion. And so this one, I'm sure, especially bringing back the old cast, and we can talk about that, I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money. There's no way in this day and age of Hollywood filmmaking, they're going to say no.
They're gonna Han Solo, Luke Skywalker this thing. Those two characters, three characters, someone's gonna die,
I think so.
right? It's like, look, you got paid.
Yeah.
I want to kill off my character.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what's
Laura
good.
Dern is an Academy-nominated actress recently.
Award winner.
Oh, did she win
won.
for Marriage Story?
won.
Yeah,
She
she was
won
very
Marriage
good.
Story.
It was a good movie.
I think someone's gonna die.
Yes.
And that's gonna force the emotions out of people because Sam Neill died, Dr. Alan Grant. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know. I think it's gonna be the same ending where some dinosaurs on top of a mountain roaring, a good dinosaur, obviously.
Good dog, obviously.
And then the Jurassic Park theme plays.
Yes.
And then boom.
It's a good theme.
It's a good theme, but boom, directed by Colin Trevorrow, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, so we have over convoluted, and adding unnecessary stuff from since the first movie, and kind of why we're not excited. We have kind of bad writing, essentially, kind of bad. It stopped asking good questions. It stopped giving good characters. We have what else did we say here? Not so memorable, not memorable, right? Because we're talking about all these scenes from the original that we remember, these iconic set pieces.
I would say, added to that is this typical thing with today's Hollywood, the overuse of CGI,
Oh, yeah.
where the shots aren't creative and it's very blurry, and you know that every time they're doing something, it's green screen, right? Some of the stuff, I would say Jurassic World did a pretty good job of some of the CGI. It's not as egregious as some of these other movies that have come out recently, where I know that's not a forest.
Well, I mean, so
The gyrospheres were pretty cool.
Which I have a big problem with that scene, because there's no way you let your children in a hamster ball. I don't care how small or
they
big that is.
escaped. They ran away from Claire.
No, but
That
the
was the
whole
point.
the whole game. Would you let your children be in a gyro ball when there's a triceratops, which you could spear your children down a mountain?
Jimmy Fallon was explaining how that sphere is very high tech
because
or whatever.
the Rex steps on it and crushes immediately.
Okay. Anyway,
saying.
Okay.
Tangent.
Anyway, I actually think the CG was fine in terms of realism. I mean, they spend hundreds of millions of dollars on these movies. It better look decent. I think, to your point about kind of capturing that wonder, when Jurassic Park came out, it was so groundbreaking. This was stuff that people had never, ever seen before. We were so amazed, and we believed, it's like, oh yeah, that's a real dinosaur. And CG has come so far now, and we've seen it is so common.
So common.
It is so easy now to CG a dinosaur. If I knew anything about editing, I would edit in a dinosaur now, but I don't. So, but trust me, it's not that difficult apparently. But to do it well is difficult. But that same sense of wonder is not there anymore. Is it even possible, do you think, for this franchise to ever capture that wonder again of really wowing you, kind of visually, with CG anymore? Because I kind of think maybe we can't, and I think that was a moment in time. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I think the best franchise to kind of compare this to is the Terminator series, right? I mean, like, when that Terminator first showed up, it was menacing.
Right.
And then T2 took it to the next level
When
because
the T-1000 showed up.
I know there was and that was groundbreaking,
That was
special
groundbreaking CG,
effects,
yeah.
right? But now we're seeing more or less the same, right? Like how many dinosaurs can you be like, wow? Remember, they already said bigger and scarier.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can't go beyond that. And
Right.
for me, right now, I'm just curious to see what's going to happen in the third one. That's
It's going to
pretty
be
much the only reason why I would go.
we're kind of getting to that Fast and Furious point where they have to keep upping themselves to kind of get your interest. So it will be dinosaurs in space. I think that will be the next Jurassic Universe.
NASA will launch a rocket.
Yeah.
And some dinosaurs.
No, that's how they're going to end this one.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to have to, and we're going to have to send them to
outer
Mars.
space, yeah.
On a Mars colony, lunar colony, and it'll be dinosaurs in space, and that'll be the next. You watch out for that Jurassic Universe. Universal, please pay me.
Oxygen?
Look, they're going to build like an enclosure.
Yeah,
okay,
sorry, yeah.
They're going to build an enclosure on
We
the
all
moon.
know every single enclosure in any Jurassic movie.
No, but
breaks.
this one on the moon.
Yeah, I don't think so. But like to your point, they're going to make 11 Fast and Furious movies. So Jurassic Park has only 6 in the making.
I know,
So you can
so there's
probably
5 more to
make
go.
5 more to go. So that's what's going to happen.
think it
Nothing
is, yeah.
special is going to come out of this movie. I think we're going to all walk out saying that's like a B minus.
Yeah, I can't see giving a higher score than a B minus. I would be shocked if I came away kind of really impressed with it.
That's right.
Wait, what did you give Top Gun again?
Top Gun Maverick. What did I say I would expect to give it?
Like
at
a C
most?
plus or B.
No.
You're going to eat your words so badly.
Check out our Convince Me segment of Top Gun Maverick, where our friend Vince and homie tried to convince me to be excited about Top Gun Maverick, and I certainly wasn't. But we're going to check that out this week. We're excited
It's gonna
for
be
it to
good.
come
Yeah,
out this week.
But for the record, Elvin here gave Ambulance a B minus.
So this will be as good as Michael Bay's Ambulance.
I'd rather this movie be a dinosaurs chasing an ambulance.
Yeah, but see, that's what
Like it's at least a new concept. This is such a schlock.
it is the same thing again.
Right?
Again, we've seen the trailers. Like we know what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of initial shots of the dinosaurs running free and causing all these problems, and they have to figure out how to capture, save, put down some dinosaurs.
Right, they need
Bring
help.
the good dinosaurs.
They need help from from the three legacy characters. They come in, make a few jokes, fan servicing moments. Everybody laughs and cries. Someone's gonna die, and
B minus.
B minus.
So, what would need to happen in order for this movie to be good for you?
To be good, yeah. What I don't think anything can. I truly think that Jurassic Park was a moment in time, right? It's very difficult to embellish and keep dinosaurs, novel and interesting. Like they've shown us all the different types of dinosaurs, and there's flying dinosaurs, and now we've created a dinosaur, and what else can you do? That's kind of, and I think that was a big part of the first one, that awe and wonder, and I don't think they can capture that again.
No, I think
really
you're
don't.
right. It's like Terminator, or any of these franchises that was time, and
Right.
now it's past.
Okay, so is Dominion going to be like Genesis or Dark Fate? Or
I don't think it'll be bad as those two.
Salvation.
I think it'll be better than those two.
Okay.
Yeah, those are really, really bad. Dark Fate particularly, right?
These guys tricked me into watching Dark Fate. They watched it, and then on the chat they were like, "Oh, it's decent." And then I had some free time when I was in Hong Kong. I was like, "I guess I'll check it out." I was like, "What? This is garbage."
Yeah, first showing in Hong Kong, straight off the plane. I know you ran to the theater.
I stopped after the first 2 minutes.
Anyways.
Anyway, any other closing segments? This is What do you have, Rob?
I want to say, in order for this movie to be good to me,
Yeah.
they're going to need to bring it to an even higher level.
Oh.
We're talking human dinosaur hybrids.
Oh, I see.
Now, if they somehow do
They
this,
might. That's not outside
if they do
of the
this,
realm
I'd be
of-
like,
like a
yeah,
bipedal talking dinosaur.
yes.
Help me.
That's the fly.
Jeff Goldblum.
You described the fly.
But I'm saying like that is what, in
see,
order
I
for this
see.
movie to be elevated.
so you're
for
saying
me,
to basically it's
Yeah.
got to be absurd,
It's got to
It
go
has
to an
to go-
observed
it
level.
has
which
to
is
go to
what
the
the Fast and Furious franchise has done.
Yes, and that's why it still makes money. Every one it does just keep upping itself with
I
ridiculousness.
mean,
human dinosaur hybrid.
he called it first, all right? He
Vin
called it here
Diesel, if
first.
you're watching,
Thank you for watching. we watched your movies.
And we will continue to watch your movies from the Fast franchise.
Well, I guess that's it. We are three people here remaining staunchly unconvinced about Jurassic World Dominion. Unconvinced, but we're all still going to watch it.
yes, that's
We're
right.
all going to grab a bag of popcorn, sit down and watch it, and we'll give it a B minus probably. Let's see. Check out our review when it comes out. Are we excited about this movie? No. Are we looking forward to it?
No.
We'll watch it.
It's Top Gun Maverick for me all the way.
Okay. We will watch this movie. Check out our review afterwards. Let us know what you think. If you are a super fan of this franchise, let us know in the comments why. Maybe you'll convince us. So try to convince us. Let us know, because we are three people here unconvinced about Jurassic World Dominion. So let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about what we think. Until next episode, keep watching things.
And please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much.